our second Digital Sterling Awards.
Introducing our new committee.
Andreas Moreno, Althea Cunningham,
Stephen Sobolowski, April Bannigan, Christy Hansen,
Sue Goberden, Luke Tellier,
Jason Hardwick, Madeline Knight, and Taylor Chadwick.
Good evening, everyone.
It is our pleasure to welcome you to the 34th Annual Elizabeth Sterling Haynes Awards,
given in celebration of the 2020-2021 season of theater in Edmonton.
Tonight, we are celebrating the theater that has happened this year in spite of the unfavorable conditions given to us with the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic.
As the last year and a half has proven, our community evolves and grows to adapt to the world around us.
The Sterling's committee strives to evolve and adapt in the same way.
Our committee has seen an influx of new faces and ideas, and tonight we have elected not to present any awards. Instead, we will use this evening to celebrate as much of the theater that happened this year as possible,
giving space to acknowledge and honor the innovative, resilient, and supportive artists in this city
who persisted through the challenges presented by the pandemic to bring us joy, hope, and art.
Tonight, we see all of the incredible artists that have risen above, pivoted, and continue to make art by any means necessary.
Tonight, we invite you to find joy.
The Elizabeth Sterling Haynes Awards Committee recognizes that as a theater community, we are living and working on Treaty 6 territory and the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations, including the Cree, Saulteaux, Ojibwe, and Anishinaabe,
the Blackfoot, including the Piegang, Blood, and Siksika,
Métis, Dene Nakota, Nakota Sioux,
and Iroquois peoples.
We recognize that land acknowledgements are living documents that will change as our learning grows about the land and its original peoples.
We are always open to corrections and making changes to our land acknowledgement as our learning continues.
In 1996, we saw the last residential school in Canada close its doors.
The aftermath of this time in our history lives on as we move forward with truth and reconciliation, understanding, and healing.
To the 1,323 and rising children found in unmarked graves.
Though we did not know you, you are in our hearts.
You are cherished, remembered, and always loved.
This evening, we celebrate the phenomenal achievements of Edmonton's present generation of theater artists.
When we celebrate, we also continue to honor the legacy of Elizabeth Sterling Haynes, a pioneering performer, educator, and director. Her dedication and tireless creation of a uniquely Albertan theater tradition continues to find its justification in the diverse, provocative, courageous, innovative, and entertaining work this season.
We look forward to the future as we remove barriers for all artists to be seen, heard, respected, and accepted.
We commit to educate ourselves as a committee and to lift up the voices and stories of all members of our community so we can have a better future.
This year's event will be a celebration of community, resilience, and the beginning of a community-wide conversation regarding fundamental shifts in how the Sterling Awards intend to operate in the future.
We have heard from some members of our community through our anonymous feedback forms that we need to be celebrating innovative risk-taking without also creating more competition within our community.
We want your help to strategize how to do just that.
Please consider participating in some of our upcoming surveys to let us know how best to celebrate your Edmonton theater community going forward.
As Maya Angelou famously once said, "When you know better, you do better." Thanks to the science of vaccinations, live theater will resume soon, and we can once again share space and party it up in person.
Until then, kick up your heels with your favorite theater snack
and enjoy this presentation of some of the remarkable work that's happened in the last year.
Hello everyone, Janice Irwin here, MLA for Edmonton Highlands Norwood. You know what? I want to just give a quick message to everybody at the Sterling Awards and to really the entire Edmonton theater community. I know this past year, more than a year, I don't know, time is confusing, has been so difficult for all of you. But you've been able to pivot, you've been able to move away from live performances with people around you and go online and do some really cool, creative, innovative things. So I just wanted to say, on behalf of Rachel Notley and our NBP team, we are so proud of the work that you've done over the last year. And I don't know about you, I am so pumped to see some of your shows live in person as soon as we can. Thanks again, everybody, and have a wonderful summer.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Liana.
I'm Patrick.
And together we are
Pyretic Productions.
So, as many of you out there, we didn't really do a lot this year because of the pandemic.
I did a lot of stuff.
Well, I did stuff too.
Just not theater stuff.
And not in front of people.
Just a lot of grants.
A lot of grants.
A lot of deferring grants.
A lot of deferring grants, yes. Anyway, we are excited for coming back into the theater this upcoming year with Michael Mysterious in the fall. There's Archer and Luna. Michael Mysterious in the fall. So stay tuned for more information about that.
Jeffrey Simon Brown wrote that one. It's a good play.
It is. Bye.
Hi! We are Girl Brain! We're so grateful to be a part of this amazing community here in Edmonton. And we're doing some backyard shows this summer, so if you're interested, check our social media for some more information. Woo! Happy Sterling!
Hi everybody, it's John Hudson from Shadow Theatre. We know this has been a terribly difficult year for the whole community, but I'm so proud that everyone's come together. We're going to get through it. We're going to be back in January. We look forward to seeing everybody in person again. And both Corley and I send our very best to you and have a wonderful summer.
Hello everyone, welcome to Play the Fool Festival 2020 Fool Around Online. I'm Christine Leziak, the festival director.
And I'm Julie Crowley, the festival producer.
For the past 4 years, Play the Fool has been strictly a live theater festival, and so when COVID hit us all, the whole world, we did not know what we were going to do for this year.
But clowns are adaptable.
We are. So enjoy what we've put together, even though we can't actually be together.
We are able to manipulate the energy in the room, and we can drop these hard truths and make people really think, but then we can also make them laugh and bring them back to a better place.
I'm Srila Chakrabarti, Film Program Director. I came on the scene with Play the Fool International Short Film Festival when everybody pivoted to clowning around online. How fantastic to be around creative artists who discovered new pathways and to share the work of Edmonton filmmakers all across the world.
You might be wondering, who in their right mind would start a brand new theater company in the middle of a pandemic? Well, it's these three: Vanessa Wilson, Matt Graham, and Mallory Chipman. Lol So Ransom is a silly yet suspenseful musical farce about two friends who, well, basically blackmail their other richer friend into helping pay their student loans. It gets messy, a little bloody, but overall makes for a really fun watch. We took a COVID core approach with this one and leaned hard into everybody's new favorite means of communication, a video conferencing setting. Just because we know you haven't had enough of Zoom this year.
But I can't complain, I'm managing. Though chat's a drag, I'm managing. And I'm just happy to see you too at the end of the week.
Given COVID restrictions, the music was written by sending clips and tidbits of musical ideas back and forth.
3 damn dots. There's nothing crueler than those 3 damn dots.
Not even waterboarding?
3 damn dots. I'll have no fury like a woman when she sees those 3 damn dots. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here's to many more weird and wacky projects in the future. Hopefully some that we can share with a live audience.
But it's also a play, as I began to write it, that I realized one of the things that interests me, we'll go back to mental illness and family dynamics, is how does stuff leak through the generations?
We're dealing with a culture that Jacqueline and I have called the Waskeinawak, or the circle people, or how I like to describe it as the circle builders. So this is a pre-Ice Age culture that we're saying existed at the same time as the Clovis culture around the last Ice Age.
For that time, I'm going to take us and put us in jail. I mean, we didn't have any idea. Then we could hear the doors being kicked open and stuff. They told people to get their clothes at didn't, and then so people like myself were just waiting around. And then they photographed each one of us holding a card in front of us with our name on. Somebody said they thought it was a number on. I do not remember that part, whether they did or not. Right. But they definitely photographed me with my name on. Yeah. As well as everyone else.
after a year of not being able to really collaborate with other artists.
It has been devastating over these last, what are we at, 14 months, not being allowed to do that.
As an artist who really thrives off of other people's energies, other people's ideas, being in the same room with other people, it's been quite difficult.
I've been working in a corporate world as, lots of arts opportunities shut down with theaters and venues. I know a lot of other artists have had to kind of look at their career and put feelers out in different directions.
I think right now, with the whole pandemic, I know everyone is just so tired, and mental health is a really hard thing right now.
It can be, I know I'm not alone in saying this, but it can feel very isolating during time of isolation.
Even though the world has slowed down, or we're not able to go out and enjoy life like we used to, that doesn't mean that we've stopped living, and it doesn't mean that we've stopped having different experiences that thousands of other people are probably having the exact same experience. It's just been a hard time for everybody. So, and I always think that art is so important for us to share in our human experience. Because someone else out there is able to relate to what I'm feeling. And it's always a comfort to know that you're not alone. So, yeah.
Hi, we're Julia Barnett and Stephanie Wolf from Dynasty. And here we are sitting in our little abodes, and I'm in my fancy sterling gown. Can you see it shiny? So here at Dynasty, when the world ended for a while, we jumped right in and went right online almost the next week and did the rest of our season last year online. And then we realized, we get to wear costumes too. So we gussied up for the last 4 or 5, I would say, and sent it home. And we all started that huge learning curve at a run and tried to take it on.
We just wanted to say congratulations to the Edmonton theatre scene, to those who were innovative and went online, to those who went outside to the sidewalks, and to those who just needed to take a break. Thank you for everything.
Everybody needed to do this whole thing the best way they knew how, however that meant, and you're all heroes to me, and I love you all dearly and miss you all like crazy, and hopefully we're seeing the light at the end of this tunnel. And I think I would like to propose a toast to Edmonton Theatre and to the Sterling Awards and to just so much love to all of you. Cheers!
Cheers!
Cheers from Dynasty!
Welcome to the lost. If you stumbled here by accident, welcome to the found. Those of you seeking purpose.
My name is not Shams. My name is Makram Ayesh. I am queer, I am Arab, but I'm not Shams.
My name is not Qamar. I am Palestinian Syrian. My name is Amina Shihab.
My name is not Setsoon. I'm speaking words written by Ronel Tarluk. My name is Taimi Grauman. I'm Métis Cree Iroquois, and I grew up in a small town in Alberta.
I am not Maria or Susan. My name is Nadine Chu. I'm Chinese, I'm Scottish, and I'm speaking the words written by Jenna Rogers.
My name is Sheldon Elter. I'm Métis Cree Iroquois. I'm not Kit, not Cody, and that's my cousin. I'm speaking words woven together by the ensemble of this play.
My name is not Baki. My name is not Maz either. My name is Labkhani Semet. I am not Palestinian Syrian. I am a PhD student from Botswana, where I am stuck because of COVID-19. We were asked to come together.
Hello from the Citadel. It has been such a challenging year for theaters and artists across our city, and we just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you to the hundreds of local artists who pivoted with us this year to create beautiful, funny, innovative online art.
Thank you to the technicians who set up sound equipment across the city and the artists and audience who gathered with us last summer in parks, backyards, and sidewalks to make music.
Thank you to the artists who created beautiful theatrical productions in challenging situations, and the audience who joined us online and in person to celebrate the importance of theater.
Thank you to all of the funders and the incredible Citadel team who all stepped up so that we could have Christmas together this year.
Thank you to the playwrights and artists who worked with us on their new plays this year, on stage, on Zoom, or even on TVs that audiences could watch on the street.
We're proud to be a part of the Edmonton theater community. We celebrate the hard work and innovation of all of our colleagues over the past year. We can't wait to be back in the audience watching your shows, and we can't wait to welcome you back to our theaters. Congratulations and thank you from all of us at the Citadel.
With the light of day. Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee. Hail me as the Son above. Sail the clouds of sin, spirit setting. Drive the dark of doubt away. Drive it away, giver of evil, hearts of gladness. Fill us with the light of day. Light of day.
De hacer un cambio de papel o un cambio de rutina para que entiendan que el sueldo mínimo no alcanza ni para comer y aquí no hacen.
The sky turned yellow, blue, and red, not short of a hallucination, por Cali y todos sus puntos de resistencia.
Condoto, pequeñito lugar que tanto extraño. a paso entre tus calles viejas de arenas y barros. Te llevo aquí en mi pecho, no te olvido.
This blood is a reminder.
Hey, you there? I hope you're there. I have something important to tell you. Listen, do me a favor. Can you text me? Can you send me a message? Send me the words I see you. Okay? I see you. Isn't how we do things. One that person really did. God knows that damn thing right now. You're so good. This is some. I can't. Honestly, I can't either. And look, I'm gonna trust you there. To get down there. At 30 million I've been preparing myself. Reading, blood, to take my body, to cook those around, fortify myself, the God, stand on the buttons, things are, gun, style, going, get new world, things that we're gonna see to be not just as good, but better, more equal, more accessible. Not only for those who are deaf, but for everyone who's been boosted to the market, putting non-participation. New world, where everyone gets seen and heard. But I can't do this alone. Good God, that's awesome. Everything's help. Good pieces. Expect understanding as we move forward. Tomorrow, big day for my weeks. I'm right by you in for this chapter. I need you to spread the word and tell everyone I'm coming. Path we walk it right now. It's in the down. Just need to keep walking forward. To be all over it.
can come later.
Yeah, we're kind of having.
I was just gonna bring
Nini.
some. Would you like a drink? Tea, juice, milk, coffee, or water?
Wow, you are just such a ray of sunshine, aren't you, dear?
Just trying to be useful.
Yeah, I can see that. Well,
Juice for me, okay? Thank you.
I'm assuming you'll like to go with the tea. This Kenyan tea is amazing.
here we call it tea.
Sorry. Do you want some?
No. Is there anything else that you need?
Charlie, it's just.
Do you have a problem with me?
Honey, Kay.
No, it seems she has something to say, so let her.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kate Ryan. My pronouns are she, her.
Luke Tellier, he, they.
This past fall, we had the incredible gift of working on Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods with a graduating class of MacEwan Theatre Arts program. And the students were inspiring. The story about reacting to change and the fears of the unknown, we found great relevance to where we are today. It taught us a lot about the work and about each other. We honored the space and we honored ourselves, and we knew how important art is in moving forward.
Kate brought me on as the queer dramaturge to work with the LGBTQ students to authenticate the queer narratives that already existed within their characters so that the actors could bring themselves to the piece in a really meaningful and personal way. And it was a beautiful experience.
We can't wait for you to meet these outstanding artists.
So buckle up, because here they come.
Félicitations de l'Unithéâtre à tous les membres de la communauté théâtrale d'Edmonton. Quelle saison! What a season it's been. I'd like to commend everyone on your resilience, on your innovation, and on your inspiration through this year. I'd also like to thank the Sterling Committee for choosing to celebrate all of our resilience instead of handing out individual awards this year. Yes, the Sterling Committee instead will be building one giant Sterling that will rival the baseball bat and the Talus balls, and... I'm sorry, that's not happening? That was a fever dream I had? I see. Well, in that case, just congratulations to everyone.
Gather round, children. I have something very important to tell you. I look at their faces, expectant, so pale and undernourished and covered in soot from their chores. How hopeful they all are. George, sad Edward and his silent twin Sadie, Thomas John, Mary Ellen, little Mabel, Felix and Jane and Cornelia, Augustus, Eliza, Millie and Gertrude and sullen James. I make a note to commit each face to memory. I'm afraid I shall be leaving you, dear children. I am to be a lady's companion in an ancestral manor on a high cliff atop a remote island.
Camille is wearing those same dark eyes as the very first look. You're all familiar with Camille, I'm sure. The current Estelle girl. She hasn't got it right. She hasn't got the impact, the excitement of the original. Well, let's be honest. She looks brain dead. I mean, it's about a lot more than just wearing makeup and staring into a camera. You have to live the look. You're not just selling colors, but the promise of everything looking like that will bring.
Cornelia, I've been jumpy. It's always when something is almost spoken between us. I hate to see you so agitated over the outcome of a silly club women's election.
I'm not talking about the daughters. I'm not even thinking about them.
I wish you'd dismiss it completely from your mind. Now would be a good time to play some records. Let me put a symphony on the machine.
No.
How about the Bach for piano and strings, the one we received for Christmas from Jesse and Gay?
No, I said no.
Was something light and quiet then. Maybe the old French madrigals.
Anything to avoid a talk between us.
I was made for hell, to rule as Satan's terrible queen. I'll have a virago's temper and a vampire's appetite. Drink aphrodisiacs to lute music in baths of boar's blood. Sleep with whomever I choose and tear out their hearts as souvenirs.
Not that I've ever worn my pajamas in public. Maybe if Prada made pajamas.
They said I had no business going off like that. They said I had no reason to be offended. They said I had no right.
Ed says people see what they see. You can only be responsible for what you do. But I say you can be responsible for what they see.
Hi, I'm Matt McKenzie.
I'm Shani Satnov. I'm Liana McCooch, and together we are
Punctuate Theater.
This season has been challenging for everyone. Something about canceled theater, a global pandemic, pivoting online. I don't know, it's all a blur. Anyway, it's been exciting to see the ingenuity and resilience of theater companies and theater artists during these unprecedented times.
This past season, Punctuate created our first ever playwrights unit. It brought together 15 playwrights who are each given support to develop a new play.
The unit culminated in an excerpt reading as part of the Citadel Theater's Collider Festival, and we couldn't be more excited to see how these plays continue to unfold. For the Collider event, we created a teaser showcasing some of the playwrights involved, and we'd love to share that with you in just a second. Coming up next for Punctuate, we will be presenting Bears by Matthew Mackenzie, starring Sheldon Elter and a chorus of amazing dancers at the Citadel Theater. Stay tuned for more info.
Thanks so much.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hello. Dansei, bonjour. My name's Josh Longno.
My name is Jolene Valentine.
I'm Helen Belay. I'm Emma Houghton.
Liana McCooch.
Therese Cutler.
Jana Vasurka.
Simon Bracken.
Christine Sokema Frederick.
Jay Northcott, and I am writing a play called Merqueer.
Pastaya.
Galena.
Methodist Rome.
My Auntie Brenda.
Talk Treaty to Me.
Civil Rights.
The Gatekeepers. The play I am working on is called Incorrigible, The Legend of Thunder Voice.
It's about my Auntie Brenda.
Inspired by my dad's autobiography.
Queerness, becoming a mermaid, Lake Wadman, and just living your best life.
3 deranged deities. Indigenous and Black rights movements within the 1960s.
Inspired by the true experiences of a 19-year-old combat medic.
Love letter to my adopted home city.
To teach me about my culture and my heritage and myself.
To find both laughter and some semblance of sense within the absurdities of the world's current circumstances. Focusing on Treaty 6 relationships.
Mastering pasta technique and learning the geographical origins of hundreds of pasta shapes.
So that's what I'm doing.
Have a good day.
Thank you for your support. Hi.
And we'll see you soon.
Welcome, everyone. I am internationally renowned sorority detective Molly Brennan, and I am the investigator in charge of case number 3497B. Now today we're all zooming in from all over the world to investigate case number 3497B by finding the culprit who has stolen the sorority mace from the Gamma 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 house. As you are no doubt aware, we are under intense time pressure with this case, and for that reason we will be splitting you into 5 groups. In a moment, you'll be sent into a breakout room where you'll have 5 minutes to review evidence sent to you this morning. That evidence includes a schedule of who is in charge of the mace, a reference letter containing Latin, an ad for a study buddy, a door log, and a photo of graffiti from the GGG house last week. You'll also have access to the Gamma 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 website to acquire background information on the sorority. After you've reviewed the evidence together, you will then meet the suspects. Sorority President Angelique, Vice President Chris, erstwhile influencer Ziggy, resident rich girl Amanda, and recently withdrawn Taryn. You will have 6 minutes with each of the suspects, followed by a short break, and then a lightning round where you'll have another 3 minutes with each of the suspects. So altogether, you will interview all the suspects twice. I will leave you with this. Please, be bold in your interrogations. These suspects may be elusive, and you may need to dig deep in order to get to the truth. So be persistent in pursuing what seems suspicious to you. And good luck.
Hello, Sterlings. Here's a little taste of what Rapid Fire Theater has been up to in the apocalypse. Our season started with 6 glorious weeks in a plexiglass box.
Oh, this is a terrible shot of us. Here we go. Shift the crotch. That one, big crotch shot.
Once that got shut down, we took all of our shows completely online.
Michael, I can assure you that I can't see anything.
I'm on a juice cleanse right now.
I dreamt I was Santa for 8 hours.
You were Santa for 8 hours.
It's gonna be a Pollock smoothie. Whoa! This is what it tastes like when you do a cleanse.
We took our comedy to social media, and we became content creators.
We're gonna need a bigger tub.
Yeah, I know I can't go on vacation this summer, but I can turn my basement into a hotel.
Push up into a pie and forget your troubles.
This year, some of our most beloved festivals went online.
It's me, Buster Gut!
I want to be a friend with you. I don't need to be your best friend.
We didn't have auditions this season, but we did find a way to bring new members into our little family.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Hamlet here.
Now you may know him from his pretty depressing YouTube channel.
Now I am alone. To be
or not to be?
That is the question. That is the question, right? I mean, that's why people come to see you, is to ask that question.
brush my hair if you want to.
You'd let me?
If you want to. Ouch!
Sorry.
It's okay.
You seem better.
Yes, I think I am. The fresh air has done me good.
I'm so glad. What would it mean if I went away?
Are you?
No. Maybe.
When?
I don't know. When I'm sure things will be okay.
Things will be okay.
You think so?
I know they will.
How can you be so sure?
Because there will be peace.
I wish I could believe that.
My angel! My angel! We should burn this place to the ground.
No. Don't leave me, please.
One more.
No. Please, will you just kiss me?
Hold there.
Now, oh, what joy and celebration. What celebration and joy. What joyous celebration came over everyone. Everybody was celebrating. Everyone felt joy. Everybody was staying up late and eating cakes and dressing up and posing for portraits and celebrating and dancing for joy. For joy. And everyone included everyone. Except for one.
The nursemaid. Was not celebrating at all.
The water's not yet dry. There's a vault of vultures nearby who can circle this nascent city 7 times, and the walls come tumbling down.
You must unlearn these things that man has taught you. It's as if those beads you accepted from them were seeded with an idea that took root. Your actions affect us all, those here and those who come after. We left the cities to men who resolutely choose empire over the health and well-being of their own. We chose to begin again, remembering what we know in our hearts, but between us all we can remember, moving forward in a good way. The land cannot be owned. The walls must come down.
Hey friends! I'm so honored to get to share and celebrate all the amazing work that has been done in Edmonton in the past year. I remember doing my first audition on Zoom, and at that point I had never even heard of Zoom. It was an audition for a show that still hasn't happened, but hopefully will happen soon. And then, it was finishing a degree on Zoom and doing readings on Zoom and so on. But, at the time, we were convinced that the pandemic would blow over in a month. Well, look at us now. But, I can't help but marvel at how far we've come. from not knowing how to work Zoom to doing a full show from my little apartment. It's been a hard year, that's for sure. But each project that has come my way this year has saved me from being in a much worse place. I've worked at home and in person, and you know, it's a big task to try to recreate a feeling of connectedness that we feel through theater when we have to be apart to be safe. But between the things I've done and the things I've seen, I'm just continually in awe of the problem solving, the adapting, and you know, the creative juices that have been flowing through my friends and colleagues. So this Sterling season, I want to tip my virtual hat to the innovators, the performers from home, our multi-monitored techs and SMs, the writers in quarantine, the Zoom readings, the green screens, and the live streams, and to the things in the works, the things that have yet to be inspired by this season that we're in. So congratulations to all the work that has been done over the past year. It's been hard work, but it's been worth it. And we know now more than ever how important sharing stories is. And I look forward to the time that we can create together again in person very soon. Much love.
Hello there. Welcome to my world. For the next hour or so, we are going to be companions, you and I. We're going to help each other. The relationship is dual. I am your head. You are our body. You'll walk, and I'll tell you where to go. In the dark.
Hi, Theatre Edmonton community. My name is Nicole Goring, and I am the MLA for Edmonton Castle Downs and the culture critic with the NDP. I just want to say how amazing I think all of you are, working so hard in what's been a horrible year. I know that we're all looking forward to live theatre, and there's so many opportunities that are coming forward. With that, I say thank you for everything that you do, and I can't wait to get back out enjoying theatre again. Thank you.
This program may contain themes of themes that may contain themes. Listener indiscretion is advised. Wash your hands and enjoy the show.
Dammit Tammy Productions presents They Wanted to Do Chekhov, a holiday radio play. This show may contain subject matter of subject and matter. Listener indiscretion is advised. Wear a mask and enjoy the show.
Typewriter. It was a wet and balmy day, the kind of weather that soaks through your socks and rusts your Ford Tempo. I had just filed my 2014 taxes and was enjoying a celebratory glass of Slurpee when she walked.
I feel alone, I am ashamed. I feel afraid and broken too. My body aches, my soul is tired. I'm all worn out and my voice is through. But I'm standing, I will not be shaken. And hear me.
The populace? They're watching us. They're in our screens.
Oh, calm down.
We are gathering together to transform. Multiple big and small losses have, over time, lodged themselves in our bodies so that some of us especially feel as if we are walking shadows, embodied but walking in a flesh suit. Tonight we agree. Everything will change.
Yeah.
One, my dog died. 2,
my vibrator died.
3, my plant died.
4, my soul died.
5, my toenail died.
6, my idea died.
my ever-faithful son. Tobias, it is now the 4th week of the lockdown, and I trust you have kept your eyes peeled for the truth. As I write this letter to you, I've just come back from burning down a 5G tower, which means there ain't no dang way that virus is gonna spread through our cell phones. You're welcome. Now still, to be safe, only use your phone in emergencies. The government might still be tracking us. Just remember how I taught you to fashion a roll of aluminum foil into that newfangled transmission interference helmet. Now, I have some news, Tobias, and you'd best heed my words, for they'll keep you alive and well. Forget about wearing a mask. It will not protect you, no siree. The Max is a HOX hoax, brought to you by the International Sewing Interdenominational Society. That's right, ISIS. They've promoted this lie so their members can profit from our fear. If you really and truly want to protect yourself, you just jam 3 cloves of garlic up each nostril. Now, they must be big enough to fill your nose and no room for that virus to crawl up in there. You use roasted garlic because that virus does not like the heat. Now, don't trust those fancy virus doctors with all their years of training. I got this information straight from an opinion columnist who pulled it off a blog that got it from a meme. You're welcome. I gotta sign off now, Tobias. I think the eco-warrior's on me. You keep following my advice and you'll stay safe. Love, your mother. Mwah.
Yeah! Hi, Bert!
Hi, Megs!
Hi, everyone out there!
Hi, everybody.
We're very happy you're here.
Taste the smoke behind the car. I see the tire tracks on the road. You peeled out so fast, didn't feel the rain. I was leaving for the south, and the last to leave my mouth didn't seem to speak truth of my heart. 'Cause all I give is all I have. All I have is all I give. All I give, I gave it all for you.
I told Thomas it was going to be our last adventure before summer ended, so we should try to catch a real big fish. A white fish, if we were lucky. If we did, we'd be eating it for days and days. Dad wouldn't have to go hunting. Mom wouldn't have to cook. We could just listen to music, play cards, and eat together.
Hi, I'm critic-at-large Paul Blinov. This is a review of how the pandemic has viciously reviewed this very Fringe Festival. To a fault, I would say. The pandemic's main argument, which it comes back to over and over in its review, seems to be nobody gets to have their usual Fringe fun because I'm a horrible virus and I make close gatherings dangerous. To which I say, way to make it about you. Only positive to the pandemic's review has been to affirm that we all like making art and being in rooms together. But we already knew that. I give the pandemic's review of the Fringe 0 stars.
Switch to camera 1 of the 2020 dumpster fire.
Try to pull the pin?
Yeah. Do it. Hit it. Go.
I was once told that clowns are the children of God. And this is just me being me, aka poeticizing what might not necessarily deserve it. But I think that, and the love that clowns have for their audiences and the love that they hope to receive, it all sits on one of the most tender human truths that I know. That we touch the gates of heaven each and every time we open our heart to another person. That we are at our best when we choose to do so. And that is a choice that we have to make again and again and again, even if, and arguably in spite of, and because it's hard. And when we live in the way that we're being told to live now, in a way that prioritizes profit over people, that is when we squander our divinity, and it's when we become something that's not so much human, but a bit more monstrous. Thank you. That has been me, Helen Belay, with an almost cameo from Lila the Clown on Currently Current. Take care, care often. Good night.
Hi, my name is Annette Loisel, and I'm the Artistic Director of Skirts of Fire. Oh, this has been a hard year, but we've managed, and our goals with Skirts of Fire were to hire all kinds of artists, were to create some magic for our audiences, and to have some sort of a live experience as part of our festival. And we feel like we managed to do all those three things. With our main stage play, Makings of a Voice by Dana Wiley, we couldn't be live, but we filmed it in a beautiful, intimate way, and we're very proud of how that happened and how the artists managed to be so generous and flexible in making that happen. And now we're working towards adding the musicians back in and creating some sort of future live production. Stay tuned for that. We also had a dance piece. We partnered with Ballet Edmonton and created a digital performance of that. And we had a gorgeous little film called COVID Collections that we're so proud of. And we brought magic to Old Strathcona with a live element, singers, songwriters, visual art, and design, all safe and with a brand new outdoor audience. So that's what we did, that's how we made it happen, but we can't wait to get back together again and be live in performance spaces. Thank you.
I'm a fidget spinner, and if he's Beyonce, I guess I'm Meghan Trainor. He's a pair of Air Jordans, I'm a pair of fluff feet. He's a Titanic, I'm Paul Blart Mall Cop 3. But we're genetically identical, it's not even possible. But look at him, and look at me. God must really think he's funny.
On March 13th, 2020, Edmonton shut down, and we were sort of left to figure out what was going to happen to Next Fest.
I remember this deep sense of needing to get everyone together. When COVID first came down, a lot of shows were canceled, and we just saw contracts and community and gathering go out the window. And so I remember all I could think was, we just have to bring everyone together.
There were so many unknowns at the time. It never really felt to me that there was a question that we wouldn't have a festival. It was always a question that how we were going to make the festival happen.
We had to make this decision pretty early on, especially if we were going to ask people to produce something. And I think that shaped what we did this year for the better in many respects.
We set our tech team into basic research mode. We just went to work every day and came back with so many new revelations about how to use technology to our advantage. And then we went to our artists and we said, listen, you are getting paid no matter what. We would love to share your art in any single form that you can give us.
We decided to do a perfectly imperfect festival. It was hard on the producing team, it was hard on the artists, it was hard on the production team. We all had to learn to do something that we hadn't done. People were so excited that we created a way to bring everyone together and to just heal and build some type of community.
We did try to give resources in terms of cameras, equipment, and technical mentorship for our artists to be able to do that. My experience there was very centered about actively checking in on artists. It was a lot about finding ways of supporting each other, most of all.
Every single artist pivoted their project. They went from, this is going to be a live 45-minute one-person show to this is going to be a short 12-minute film. It sort of became a little time capsule of what it felt to be in that part of the pandemic.
The last year and a half almost leaves me wondering a lot about what the future of art will look like when we really take the lessons of the last year into account.
I just think the future for Next Fest is so bright, and I cannot wait. Long live Next Fest.
Let's begin.
Do you think that they are an inspiration for simply existing within that body? That their lives are somehow less worth living or more exceptional because of the body they draw inspiration from?
That's not your job, though. What time were you born?
When does all of this stop?
What's for dinner? I'm the best!
Look around you. What do you notice? What do you see? What do you hear? Breathe it in. You are a part of all of this. And all of this is a part of you. Just keep breathing. In and out. In and out. We're gonna get through this together. And you know what? It's gonna be okay.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Being able to celebrate together online is bittersweet, but imagine how sweet it will be when we are back in the theater, cheering for each other and helping each other press onwards and upwards to an exciting, more inclusive and diverse season of art making.
We are grateful to be your Sterlings committee.
And we cannot wait to see what the next year brings.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for our upcoming surveys. Help us make the Sterlings the event of the year for a Misquechi-Waskahegan's theater community. Also, make sure to keep your eyes and ears open for an announcement from the Sterlings. We are working on throwing an in-person party on August 11th.
There will be more details to follow as public health restrictions and guidelines are updated. That being said, keep washing your hands,
Wear a mask,
and take care of yourselves.
Good night and thank you. We truly cannot wait to party with you. We will see you on August 11th.
Why do I do